All right, I'm Ken. This is Gene. Gene,
Hello.
how many times have you had me over your house to help you with stuff?
At least 20.
It's like, the time your garbage disposal didn't work and you had to put a new garbage disposal in, she just didn't hit a switch on it. Anyway, Gene's always got these questions for me about a house. I'm actually a realtor to Real Living Messina & Associates in Duluth. So we're doing a little Ask a Realtor segment here. Gene, go ahead.
Okay, so it's Halloween, and so people might be a little more prone to thinking there's paranormal activity in their house.
Good
and
word.
I always wondered, if you buy a house, do the sellers have to tell you it's haunted?
And the scary, no, they don't. It's perceived paranormal activity, and that's in the, it depends what state you're in. In Minnesota, they don't. In Wisconsin, they don't. So it's because it's considered perceived paranormal activity because it's not in a material, and the language is a material adverse fact, meaning like if you have a hole in your roof, you got to disclose that. But if you think you see Casper the ghost making a sandwich in the middle of the night, you can't prove that. So it's not. It's perceived paranormal activity. They don't have to tell you. They don't have to voluntarily tell you.
What if your 6-year-old daughter named Carol Ann ends up in your TV?
Once again, perceived paranormal activity. Unless you can prove it and you turn it on, she's there right there, yeah. And the TV doesn't go with the house anyway, so.
That's true. Takes the TV and Carol Ann. So, on a serious note, what if somebody committed suicide in the house?
Generally speaking, in Minnesota and Wisconsin, the answer is they don't have to tell you.
Oh, man.
No, if somehow it damaged the property in this is super morbid, but they would have to tell you if there's any property damage involved. So, and if you're a seller and you're going to sell your house, and you have any questions about this, talk to an attorney. That's your best bet. But as a buyer going in, you have to know they don't have to voluntarily tell you that, disclose that.
What about if they were murdered?
It's a little dicey because in Minnesota, what they say is, I have actually written down, I want to make sure I got it right. It was the site of a suicide. They don't have to disclose if it was the site of a suicide, accidental death, natural death, or once again, perceived paranormal activity. It doesn't mention murder. You'd want to talk to an attorney about that too. You can always ask.
Well, what if somebody just died of natural causes? So again,
how old is your house, Gene?
It was built in 1945.
Somebody probably died in there. Usually it was in the kitchen.
Well, we remodeled the kitchen, so we got all the bad juice out of there.
Or you stirred up some spirits. Think about that.
We left the windows open.
Yeah. Anyway, those are just questions that, you'd be surprising. It's actually kind of scarier now that you know this.
Well, I kind of think we might have a ghost, but we try to not think about it.
When I first bought my house, the next day I moved in, the neighbor went, "Well, you didn't buy that house, did you?"
Nice.
There's ghosts in there. And I thought, well, it would have been nice if somebody told me, but they didn't have to. So there you go.
That's why Ken's tools are always missing.
Yeah, right.